Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my Fifth Degree page. I'm Fifth Degree, but you could call me Fifth. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, it's Saturday for Saturn. Some of the decks it is, I'm gonna just kick into the reading. I don't want to talk too much about some of the stuff. It was that I would be saying. I need you to. You need to talk about it. Ultimately, is a whole bunch of stuff that I had already talked about on my other page, which reminds me I need to go ahead and figure out how I'm gonna delete it. Primarily, but no, cause what was I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna do, y'all. I gotta finish clearing shit out and everything. Shit, I wish this shit would have happened. Yeah, would have been finished when I was younger. 5 year plans ultimately is what it boils down to with a lot of shit. All this shit boils down to motherfuckers with 5 year plans and what constitutes as their 5 year plan and knowing the details of it is basically what that boils down to. Um, but ultimately, I noticed that the Lionsgate portal is open early. It, usually it don't open until 8/8. So this some shit's about to be interesting. Main mail. I got the Kipper deck out, y'all. This is going to be interesting. So I'm just hoping y'all everything is okay. I am. Good main mail. Marriage. So this one's about despair. I wasn't dreaming about nothing for real. Well, pause. I wasn't dreaming about anything. I did allow myself to trance a little bit though. Um, One of the things was though that I paid attention to. Okay, why is it? Yeah, because it sounds like a whole bunch of feet moving. So in any event, um, ultimately, what it boiled down to was um, I was reminded of what took place on Juneteenth. I want to say a few years back. On Juneteenth, a few years back, what happened? I went to two different Juneteenth celebrations, and what ended up happening was I met quite a few different people, but uh, ultimately, what it boiled down to is it was a recording made of me. It was a recording that was made of me, and in the recording that was made of me, I was dancing, and I had my book bag on my back, and I had my wand with me. If you know what my wand is, you know what my wand is. But if you don't, you just don't. But I had my wine with me, and it was about being heartbroken. And with that me being heartbroken, it was yeah, because a lot of the stuff it is that I'm picking up on. Uh, but I'll just tell what it was I was seeing. But I was heartbroken, or it was supposed to be about heartbreak. And I was dancing, it was a belly dancing that I had danced, and I was, in the crowd or whatever. I heard you was doing community service and organizing. Yeah, I was doing community service and supposed to be, and I was trying to work with people in regards to that. And then what ended up happening, uh, I heard something about buy some more time. I'm not trying to buy no more time with shit. Anyway, and then I ended up looking off to the side, and the person was realistically, the person who was recording me, he was on a date with someone. He was on a date with somebody, and everybody that was actually there knew it. So it was one of those, okay, I never understand why certain shit it is happens the way it happens. I just know what it is that I have to do, but use names if I have to. Corey was on a date with some chick. He was on a date with somebody. And then, no, none of the other people were, or Tef wasn't there, but Energy was, and so was Tracy. And Tracy, she was too busy talking shit and trying to regulate what I was doing. So when it was all said and done, it was one of those, ain't nobody got time for this bullshit. Y'all better shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Yeah, and I was dancing, and he was recording. He was recording me while I was dancing. That's a normalcy, though. And no, I didn't talk to him that day because I know he was on bullshit like he typically was. Like, he pissed me and my family off, like, completely. So, in short, what that's going to be boiling down to is, no, I don't have any feelings, or I have a lot of angry feelings. And that's not going to ever change. Because that's after, what? Yeah, that's after about 4 years. Definitely 4 years of me doing light work and light work. So it's one of those now. And trying to have people get an understanding of what that means in our community. And since a lot of, I didn't get no funds for me to be able to do light work and light work. That's why I be real hesitant to even post shit on YouTube or anything, because I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not getting no free trips. I'm not getting no sponsors. I'm not getting shit. So I'm feeling some type of way behind it. And when I did make offerings to ensure that I would get money, I wasn't getting anything. So it's one of those, okay, there ain't too much or nothing that I could do about none of this shit. But yeah. Main male. So ultimately, the cards it is that came out now. Some of the stuff is gonna be in regards to the Aquarian aspect. It's the Aquarian aspect as well as the, what else? Capricorn. A couple of other spaces and shit too, right? But definitely that. And also realistically pay attention to what your Neptune is in, because Neptune is retrograde right now. Saturn is retrograde right now, and so is Mercury. So pay attention to what you have in all of those spaces. But ultimately, what I'm getting from this is it's the main male that will be married and in despair in the community, because there wouldn't be because there would be some stuff that would be going on. Now, what would be the incoming portion of it? Yeah, how the main male wouldn't be thinking about marriage or great fortune. Overall essence of child, mature woman. Yeah, a new beginning, or having a child with a mature woman. This is interesting. Is there anything else? Yeah, this is gonna be something different for everybody. Overall essence of official person, and then incoming thoughts of a new beginning of a child in regards to marriage. Alright, yeah, how there would be some despair in the community within one not having a great within in regards to what constitutes as a fortune, right? The song it'll be about is Fortunate by Maxwell. That'll be the song that it'll be about. Some of the other things it is that I'm getting in regards to this, how the main male and marriage, it will make them sad in the community. And what community it is that you will be speaking about. Uh, it's gonna go out, so I can only hurry up and do this. Yeah, I didn't get to charge this one, this device, and I didn't really want to even record on this device for real, y'all. Cause last time I had when I had my laptop, my dad stepped on it because he said it was a waste. Basically, after he conveniently stepped on it after saying that me having my laptop was a waste of money. So, so I could do, so I could take care of business and shit. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, Karma, the moon. What the fuck did y'all do with this moon? I guess I'm gonna be having to go live on her now, cause yeah. What did y'all do with this moon, Lord? Yeah, cause the ultimate and then it'll be in Scorpio houses. Alright, say what you had to. No, cause one of the things it was that I did notice that was with one of the readings I watched. Yeah, with one of the readings it was that I watched, the letter Z came up, and that would only be yeah. The only person that is a Z that's on my block list is Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not unblocking him. I refuse to fucking unblock him. I don't give a shit. He done did so much fucked up shit to me, it's ridiculous. And I don't give a fuck who he cool with or whatever, what have you. No. And I know he has a Scorpio, well, it's calculated that he has a Scorpio moon. No. Y'all made me do everything in real life, and y'all fucked my life up on Facebook, and it fucked my life up in real life. And y'all all partnered together to do this shit. So no, I'm not really all that interested in letting nobody else. Stop saying that you didn't know that that was some shit that was done, because they are part of another portion where they had their own little shit that they were doing too. So in that regard, fuck you. Hell no. And yeah, because those motherfuckers was a part of the shit from in real life. They was a part of the shit for a nice little second. So Moon and Scorpio in the seventh house. A lot of this is gonna be talking about when we had that Scorpio Moon during Taurus season. During Taurus season is when a lot of this shit it was that would have gone on or would have come into place. Ultimately, in regards to what it is that went on or goes on. There was a lot of situations during Taurus season that would, and it happens every Taurus season. That's why I don't be understanding why people fuck up with it so much. It's about stability and practicality, right? What's stable and practical for you as an individual, right? And then but in that regard, it's the nurturing of, in the spiritual aspect, the nurturing of the extraordinary power of prayer and balance. Pay attention, yeah, because this is in Libra or in the seventh house with the incoming fortune, the thoughts and the thought, the marriage and the thoughts of a new beginning, and then it will be about the incoming fortune. Now, at face value, though, it's gonna be in regards to the main male and the marriage and the despair of the community, and then it'll be about what will be going on with marriage not being one of the thoughts, and neither is having kids. Not having kids and not thinking about shit. Not being a main male but not a kid as the official person. So what it is that would have been nurtured with them praying for there to be balance. The main thing that keeps coming into place with this is great fortune, finances. It'll be about finances. Yeah, it typically is always about finances. And when you're talking about the extraordinary power of prayer in the in the balance, or when a person is imbalanced, or poor in praise, or having poor spirit, right? Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. That's the despair of the community. Yeah, I got the little heart cards. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. The odd thing that comes into place with a secret admirers stalking. Yeah, it'll be about the whole stalking aspect. A lot of people always see this and yeah, you put the essence into it of, oh my goodness, this is gonna, yeah, somebody likes me and all this other shit, and typically it don't be, yeah, sometimes it's a good thing. One of the things that's coming to me is Players Club. Diamond. Diamond from the Players Club. That was the first thing that came to me. And it was about how the first dude she gave a dance to, right? He would follow her home every day. He would follow her home every night. And he didn't reveal it to her until close to the end after she broke up with the dude, Lance, for sleeping with her cousin. Yeah, some cars flew across the road a little bit, so. But yeah, also that's that portion. The other part of it. Nah, cause before I came out here, I was hearing roaring and shit. I was hearing a whole bunch of roaring. Um, but yeah, so it was that portion. The other part of it though was um the relevance that came into that is like if you're nice to a person, the different things it is that would come into place, and some of the woes and problems that come into place with fans. I don't necessarily want to say that, but with Secret Admirer, like I hate when that card come out. I do. I really, really do. It bothers the hell out of me. It really, really does. Every time that damn Secret Admirer, because it's about the whole quote unquote deeper feelings, but the shit people do with the deeper feelings it is that they have. So that shit be driving me fucking crazy. Yeah, motherfuckers need to let that shit out. Don't be piggybacking off of somebody else. Is basically what that boils down to. So it's that part. The other portion of it is uh gold digging. And what the gold would be love, romance. And last time I checked, I told y'all that that fucking slavery was a big ass love spell. So don't even start on that. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. My beloved, yeah, this is giving tower moment shit. Tower moment, love, the tower moment in love and relationships, and yeah, within the feelings caused by the highest and lowest aspects of cooperation. I'm saying cooperation, but I'm hearing corporation. And then the physical portion of reactions control the situation and your partners. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. When you pass from this world, so this is about astral projection and all that kind of shit. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Imagine all on. If somebody asked what was in the spell it was that I did to protect him, because that's kind of what that last card is triggering me to. Okay, but in any event, know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Okay, I just heard somebody say, "Can you do the romance cards?" Sure. Yeah, I don't care if I'm on fucking YouTube or goddamn me. Yeah, I despise doing love readings because people been doing love spells like fucking crazy right now, and it's all because it's the summertime. And now, because what was coming to me is you motherfuckers be on some bullshit, and it's like y'all forget that you're dealing with actual people, like a physical person. You trying to capture their essence and all this other shit. Yeah, and you forget that it don't get anchored. A lot of times the shit don't be anchored. And when you trauma, it's not only about the trauma aspect of it. It don't only be about the trauma aspect of it. I guess I could do another reading. Deception. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yeah, and the romance cards, that's the first card that came out. And pay attention to it. Yeah, stop wearing masks in that regard. Official person, I ain't got that much time, but official person, yeah, ensure keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectation. It'll be about being closed minded. Yeah, because that kind of, yeah, within the incoming, it'll be about keeping open mind and the alchemicalization of it, but within the face value, you know, one's when you make your mind up, when your mind's been made up about an official person. Okay, so you got official person, man. Yeah, the official person being a master builder, master, or in a general in the army. Chemistry. Oh my goodness, my nose is itching so bad. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Make the effort, the incoming making of an effort. Great love is worth taking. The steps you're guided to take. And within this, when a person's mind being made up, Soulmate, this is your soulmate, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay? Let me get some tarot with this real quick. Now, cause with me looking and listening to a lot of this, right? It can seem quite a bit suspect. It can and it does seem very fucking suspect. But we'll see. Huh. And I know you fucking lie anyway. But we shall see. Alright, so it's gonna be about incoming good news that will be associated. The incoming good news that will be associated with one not collecting information and not being and the celebration and it being a spiritual connection, and then there being the now because in this alchemical aspect it'll be about the ego death what part of it and rebirth, what constitutes death and rebirth. And the rebirth that comes into place with one not being disappointed within not having a passionate new beginning within one. About the bad news. Yes, bad news in regards to one not collecting information and not being a part of a third party situation and it being a spiritual connection. The aggressiveness and aggression that comes into place with enlightenment, what it is that one would know. In short, what I'm getting from this is, we'll be cleared out. This is all shit that would be known. I would be a lot of stuff that would be known. Now, on the other part of this, it's Queen of Wands essence. She's, the karmic nature that'll come into place with violence and how that would make a person unattractive. Now, because it would be about the light at the end of the tunnel, stairway to heaven. It'll be about the whole aspect of the stairway to heaven in May and how it would have been a rebirth in May, the first week. And it wouldn't have been with, not a short Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Gemini. I'm hearing Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. That's going to be talking about some mutable madness portion. But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then the third party situation that'll come into place with one is not being a spiritual connection. And what will go on in June. What it is that would have taken place in June. Ultimately, it would have been some shit that would have happened in June within there being an official person, and they would have been thinking about it would have initially been a marriage or a commitment, and there would be this aspect of despairing the community. The aspect of despairing the community with one not having a great fortune. So, not having a great fortune, and then marriage wouldn't have been thought about, or commitment would have been thought about, children wouldn't have been thought about. In regards to the romantic nature of things. In short, nobody thinks about all of the other. They wouldn't think about all the other stuff. And moon magic, it is that would have came into place with doing moon magic. And say for instance, you in what this is giving is a person doing spell work and not thinking about anything other than what it is that they want, or praying, and it not being about anything other than what it is that they want out of it in that regard. Yeah, and some of the things it was that I was journaling was the frustration that can or will come into place when you decide to be in a relationship and you doing it in regards to the entirety of a family. Yeah, it'll be about the entirety of a family. It's not gonna be just you and that person. And the other portion of it is when you would be married and you wouldn't have had, and you wouldn't think you would have kids or committed. And if you're talking about doing what you love as far as like work is concerned, then yeah, you wouldn't be thinking about children and things of that nature. So, okay, I'm hearing something about the Underground Railroad. One of the things that kind of happened on the Underground Railroad, and then I'm gonna get off here. Yeah, cause my thing gonna die. One of the things that happened on the Underground Railroad is Harriet Tubman. She had found some different, what they called it, some different additives and shit, so that she could keep the kid quiet while they made passage. Yeah, because if the kids would have been crying and shit like that, then it would have caused for them to be found out by the slave catchers. So, engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This came out in the reverse. Yeah, how a person wouldn't have been engaged within making the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. All right, yeah. So hopefully it helps you guys out just a little bit, gave you a tad bit of an inclination as to a few different things it is that will be going on. If you like to schedule your own personal sacred clarity, you are more than welcome to do so. Her final thoughts. Basically, with this, how a person would look to that an individual would have made their mind up about a situation. In love and romance, that's that part. Yeah, and how you. Yeah, you gotta see what your wants and needs and shit like that are. It's pretty much what I'm getting from it. And if you're included and incorporating kids and stuff, yeah, you wouldn't bring kids to certain places and spaces. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I heard it in one of the readings. Stop using kids to fuck up romantic relationships, ladies, because that shit's gonna backfire on y'all ass like fucking crazy. It's one thing if the man don't want shit to do with the kid. It's a whole other thing if you keeping the kid away because you don't. Yeah, because you just don't like it. Because this exact same shit happening around Mother's Day. That's one of the things it was. The exact same shit happened around Mother's Day. You're not being a fucking mother when you're doing shit like this. You're not. You're not. You're full of shit. So there's that. Hopefully it helps y'all out though, just a little bit. I have to let my thing charge, and I got other stuff to do. All right. I love to. I heard you don't believe in love no more. It's not about believing in love no more. It's about the complexities that come into place and how a person, the complexities involved with love when a person uh, gets willing and active participants. When they can easily get people to participate in bullshit. So it's not about not believing in love. It's about how the shit has to change so that it aligns. Okay? Yeah, just be mindful of that while y'all dating too, because that's what I'm really getting from this. Yeah, because the manipulation that always keep coming up is about how a person will have childhood wounds and all this other shit. Your childhood wounds shouldn't. Yeah, that's. I don't really see that as an excuse for shit. Because I've been very wounded as a fucking child, and I've managed damn being an earth angel Because I know other people who aren't earth angels, who have been very wounded as children, and they don't take their shit out on people. Not nearly as much as you motherfuckers like to want it to be. So, alright, I hope that helps y'all out just a little bit. Gave you a habit of an inclination as to a few different things it is that will be going on. If you'd like to schedule me for your own personal touch of clarity, you are more than welcome to do so at lightworkandlightworkllc@gmail.com. Alright? Alright. Because see, remember, light work, it ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. And that's why you have to stay light while you work.